So, Palworld is probably most famous for being sued by Nintendo, but it is a game that a lot of people really enjoy, and I'm one of them. I loved the beta of Palworld, and I'm very much looking forward to playing the 1.0 release, and I am not alone. Let's head over to Eurogamer and Vicky Blake, who writes Palworld is once again dominating Steam this weekend, clocking up almost 1 million concurrent players. Palworld is once again one of the most played games on Steam this weekend. Palworld finally released in full on PC and console on the 10th of July, and while it still hasn't quite managed to top its massive 2.1 million concurrent player peak from early 2024, according to SteamDB, this is the second time it's almost topped the charts as the most played game on Steam of the entire weekend, second only to Counter-Strike 2. While the top games can vary throughout the year depending on what's out and what's hot, it's rare indeed to see Dota 2 knocked down into third place, but that's exactly what Palworld has managed to do, again for the second weekend in a row. In fact, only 3 games have ever boasted more than 2 million concurrent players on Steam: PUBG and Black Myth Wukong and Palworld. To put that into perspective, only 5 others have breached a million concurrents: Counter-Strike 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, Lost Ark, Dota 2, and Cyberpunk 2077. It's particularly impressive given other games vying for Steam's top spot like PUBG, Counter-Strike 2, Lost Ark, and Dota are all essentially free to play, premium expansions, and season battle pass aside, of course. Before the game was released, many dubbed it Pokemon with guns due to the familiar designs of some Palworld creatures and some in-game mechanics. Nintendo announced it was suing Pocket Pair for infringement of multiple patents back in September 2024, and was later confirmed that the lawsuit is targeting 3 patents in particular. As part of an update in December, Pocket Pair subsequently removed the ability to summon creatures by throwing Pokeball-style PAL spears. Palworld released in early access in January 2024 and left early access the 10th of July. I think this is also very important. I feel like it's kind of rare that we get these early access successes actually release a full game, right? So shout out Palworld there. But Pokemon might be extra upset with Palworld as they are coming not only for their video game space, but for their space in the card game genre. So let's head over to gamersub.com or gamersub.com. And they write, Palworld official card game hits 3.5 million pre-orders ahead of launch. The Palworld official card game is already shaping up to be one of the biggest trading card game launches of 2026. Ahead of its July 30th, 2026 release, publisher Bushiroad has announced that the game's first booster set, Dawn of Palpagos, has surpassed 3.5 million booster packs sold through pre-orders worldwide. The milestone revealed on July 9th comes weeks before the game's official launch and highlights just how much momentum the Palworld franchise has built since the release of Palworld 1.0. A huge debut for the brand new TCG. Launching a brand new trading card game is never easy. The market is already dominated by long-established names, making it difficult for newcomers to gain attention. That's what makes 3.5 million pre-order booster packs so impressive. For a completely new tabletop game, those numbers suggest strong confidence from both retailers and players before anyone has even opened the first pack. Bushiroad has also noted that international demand has been exceptionally strong, with overseas sales expected to account for more than half of the game's revenue during launch. What is inside Dawn of Palpagos? The first expansion offers plenty for both collectors and competitive players. Each booster pack contains 7 cards, while each display box includes 12 booster packs. The set features approximately 100 standard cards across multiple rarities, alongside more than 50 parallel cards designed for collectors. Players can expect original artwork featuring 50 different bows, as well as popular human characters such as Zoe and Lily. Bushiroad will also release 2 trial decks on launch day, red, blue, green, purple. These decks are designed to help new players jump into the game immediately, riding the wave of Palworld success. The card game early access success shouldn't come as much as a surprise. Palworld recently launched its 1.0 and continues to enjoy enormous popularity across PC and consoles. According to Pocket Pair, the game is approaching 40 million players worldwide and has sold more than 25 million copies. The 1.0 update has delivered one of Steam's biggest relaunches ever, reaching a peak of roughly 961,000 concurrent players while maintaining overwhelmingly positive user reviews. The massive audience gives the trading card game something most new TCGs lacked: an established global fan base that already is invested in the franchise. More than just a collector's item, the Palworld official card game isn't simply designed for collecting. Gameplay revolves around deploying POWs, gathering resources, and battling opponents in competitive two-player matches. Bushiroad is also excited to support the game with organized tournaments and future expansions, giving players reason to continue investing beyond the first set. The company's experience managing successful trading card games should help establish a healthy competitive scene if the gameplay proves enjoyable. Can the momentum continue? While the early numbers are impressive, the real test begins after launch. Strong pre-orders are only the first step towards building a successful trading card game. Long-term success will depend on several factors, including gameplay balance and card quality, organized play, future expansions, and demand with the collector market. Retail pricing also suggests healthy demand, with booster boxes already appearing at $60 to $100, depending on retailer region. If Bushiroad can maintain regular content updates and build an active tournament scene, the Palworld TCG has a strong chance of becoming more than a one-time success. So, selling 3.5 million booster packs before release is an impressive achievement for any new trading card game, especially one entering such a competitive market. Combined with the continued success of the video game, Palworld official card game enters launch with a significant momentum and one of the largest built-in audiences a new TCG has enjoyed in years. Will that excitement translate into long-term success remains to be seen, but the early signs point to a very promising debut for Bushiroad's newest card game. So, I think that Palworld, once maligned as just a knockoff of Pokemon, is now kind of a threat to Pokemon. I think that the game, Palworld 1.0, is better than anything Pokemon has put out in the last few years. And I say this as somebody who, is kind of a sucker for Pokemon. I buy every single game that comes out, despite me not thinking that they're the greatest thing. I still find enjoyment in it. But if I had to say which game was better, I would say that Palworld is better. So we'll see if they can continue that momentum into the TCG. But what are your thoughts on Palworld becoming such a huge brand? Are you as surprised as I am? This kind of felt like it came out of nowhere, but has risen above its initial comparisons as just Pokemon with guns. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. We have new videos coming out all the time here on the channel. Make sure you check out the main channel. We get everything where we cover video games in the form of video essays and video game reviews. Check out our sports channel, We Get Sports, where we cover sports news, and our podcasting channel, Better Radio, currently covering the game of Big Brother and House of the Dragon over there on Better Radio. Anyways, really appreciate you taking the time to check this one out. If you haven't subscribed already, we're trying to get to 200 subscribers here on this channel. We're getting close, but could really use your help. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.